guys, it's me, Brina. So I got a request to do a video on one item and just go really in depth with it, and I was thinking about what item I would tell you guys all to buy if I could tell you to buy any item in the world. And I think it would be my Toms. I did talk about my Toms a little bit briefly in another video, but I think there's a lot more I can say about them. And these are the pair I would recommend, just the basic ones, probably not like my Christmas Toms, which I already showed you guys, but I was just looking over there at my Christmas Toms if you were wondering what I was looking at. But basically these are like the best shoes, and they're super comfortable. They have this insole. I don't know if you can see it right here, but maybe I can turn them inside out kind of just to show you. So it looks like this. You can see what the insole says, and it says, "With every pair you purchase, Toms will give a pair of new shoes to a child in need, 1 for 1. So that's really, really awesome, and I know that they have some images on the website and they tell you a little bit more about that. But I think that's really, really nice that for every pair you get, and they're about $50, so it's really like paying $25 and then donating a pair of shoes to a child in need. Toms are super lightweight and super comfortable. The bottom is foam, so you can just kind of throw them around, and they don't weigh anything. And the insole is made from kind of this padded, squishy material. You can kind of see that on the inside. So it's really, really comfortable, and it's basically a very similar material, like I said in the other video, to that of Rainbow's, except it might even be a little bit more squishy. And I know that you can wear these like flats without socks. I normally wear them with socks, at least in the winter, because my feet get cold. I usually wear them with fuzzy socks, and especially if I'm wearing flare jeans or a pair of jeans where you can't really see my feet, because sometimes socks can look kind of ridiculous. But if I don't wear them as socks, you can wear them as flats. And normally flats are really uncomfortable, at least for me, and the backs can kind of dig into you. But these backs don't have any sort of support in them really, which I know that sounds kind of bad, I guess, but I don't really see any reason why you need support in the back. It just kind of ends up giving you blisters and digging into your feet. And these don't look as fancy as a regular pair of flats do, but I mean, it depends what you're wearing them for. If you wear them to a party or somewhere really nice, then I wouldn't recommend these as flats. But if you're just wearing them to go out during the day, or even with a dress, during the day, because sneakers can sometimes look a little bit not so good with dresses, but these you can really pull off just with like a casual dress or something, and they look good with tights. A bunch of different colors. These come in a bunch of different colors. I got the gray because I really wanted to buy them in person and try them on, and they really only had the gray, but I ended up really liking them. I use gray for a lot of different things just because they're a neutral color. I kind of wanted the navy originally, but I have a lot of blue shoes and find that I rarely get to wear them because they don't really match that much, and I own pretty much nothing navy. I know I mentioned in another video that these are not waterproof and you can't wear them out in the snow. Basically, I have a story. So I decided to go out one day wearing these into the snow after that huge snowstorm when I get back from Florida, kind of forgetting that it's a snowstorm outside. I'm with my friends in Central Park having a snowball fight, and my feet are purple. They're so numb. These things were soaked through. They're even like kind of crunchy now from that almost. And the entire shoe, the foam bottom, this part completely soaked. The canvas material, the whole thing is soaked. And my feet were so cold. I actually had to buy boots. These will not cut it. Converse barely cut it, but these are the worst possible shoes for anything like that. The shoes actually froze, so you can imagine, but that's okay. Toms are espadrille style, which means that they have kind of this canvas material wrapped around. So it's a really simple type of shoe, and they stay on your feet pretty well. Sometimes the backs kind of tend to fold down, but they're just so comfortable it doesn't really matter that much. And then they have this little stretchy part, so you can get your foot in and out pretty easily. The bottoms of Toms are pretty slippery. They don't really have a lot of traction, so if you're like me and you like to spin, you are going to be able to spin in these, but it can be a little bit embarrassing. Also, when you wear these on the ice, like I did that one time, you will probably slip and fall and not be able to climb up the hills that I was trying to climb up for the snowball fight. Basically, I ended up losing pretty bad, and it comes with a picture of all the different animals on the inside of the Toms. And this is only true if you get the basic Toms. If you get any other style, it doesn't. They have a style that's corduroy though, which has fuzzy on the inside, which I also really like a soft material. But I really just like the images of the animals. And they're such hippie shoes. I always go to Whole Foods in them. They sell them at Whole Body, and they also sell them at Urban Outfitters, Nordstrom, and Toms.com. Sometimes I go to these free yoga classes in the city. It's called Yoga for the People, and almost everyone there has Toms, and it's in kind of a dark room. You have to take off your shoes before yoga. So I go in there, I do my yoga, and then I have the hardest time finding my shoes again because every single person wears Toms, and you can't really tell what color they are or what size they are because it's kind of dark, and so you have to dig through hoping you'll find your Toms, and that makes me feel like such a hippie, and I don't know. Normally I like to be different and stand out, but there are those times where you just want to have the same thing as everyone else just because it's really cute, and I don't know why I feel that way, and it's not like I care about fitting in, but if everyone else is doing it, it's kind of like a community thing. I don't really know. And Toms are like a community yoga for the people thing. Plus, I would want them anyway. For every pair of Toms you get, it comes with this flag right here inside the shoebox. And I really like this flag. I usually hang mine up on my wall. But you could even stick a flagpole in it or something like that because they do have places for that. Or it's good for the wall too. And it says, "Send us photos of you and your Toms flag and join others from around the world in supporting our One for One movement." And like I said, the One for One movement is that for every pair of shoes you get, they give a pair to a child in need. And then it says, "Submit photos to toms.com/flags." Another negative of Toms is that the foam can wear out, and I know someone who's had their Toms for about 3 years, and the foam is just pretty much gone, and so there's nothing supporting the shoe, so you really can't even wear them. Once the foam is gone, you do have to get another pair. So they don't really last as long as a lot of other shoes do. I know I've had my Converse since 8th grade. Right now I'm a freshman again in college, so I'm 19 and I've had them since I was 13. That's a really long time. These would not last that long. I've had these since the beginning of the school year, probably in October I think I got them. And this is what it looks like. You can see the back is kind of wearing out from this angle. And on this pair, it's kind of the same thing. I love the fact that you can just slip these on and head out the door. I wear these if I'm running to the bathroom in my dorm. I wear them if I'm running out to Whole Foods. Basically anywhere I go where I just need to run out. I have these sitting on my floor and I just slip them on. It takes 1 second. And that's one of the main reasons why I like these better than my Converse, which used to be my kind of everyday sneaker type shoes. But these are just so much easier to get on. They're much more comfortable. Converse actually have a flat bottom, so if you're flat-footed, they're really great. These have an arch inside. They have an arch support, so if you have flat feet, I wouldn't recommend these because that's not going to be very comfortable. But if you have an arch, then these are going to be much more comfortable than Converse are. I would basically recommend these to anyone who's ever tried rainbows and loves them, or maybe Birkenstocks and loves them. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. Definitely remember to check out Toms, and have a great day, everyone. Bye, guys.